You're listening to a Saturday night gaming podcast, Quad City, run by the Grand Master of Ceremonies, Scott Hibbard. Hope you enjoy.
All right. Meanwhile, as you are traveling, you hear multiple news reports about Riverside. A special edition interview with very own Quad City's Leah Simone. The truth. You get to listen to this lovely
soundbite.
Oh, I can't wait.
soundbite. Well,
I'm waiting.
yes.
I can't do this.
I lost the darn thing.
You're killing me.
That's okay.
I told you I couldn't do this.
I can't wait.
I can't do it.
Don't make me wait.
Please, the pain.
It's torture.
I don't hear enough torture.
Oh. And I'm dead.
Oh, well, shame.
We're gonna miss you.
We're gonna miss you. Oh,
That's
man.
Ghostbusters, right?
Yeah. I can't say the rest of the words that he uses to describe that guy, but
I love that quote.
he was, what was he with? He was with
So I guess it's true.
the EPA or something.
Oh,
like that.
yeah.
Oh, was it the second one?
What, Ghostbusters?
Yeah.
First
No,
one.
the first one.
Yeah. He returns in the new one. From what I hear.
That guy?
EPA
Am I
guy.
thinking
Yeah,
of a
he's
different
dead.
movie?
The
They're in the
actor's dead.
basement and the
No,
guy's
he
blonde,
returns.
right?
He's the guy with the nice blonde-haired dude with the
Like,
mustache. And he tells the other
Pet.
guy to shut off the reactor.
Yeah.
Right.
And he's like, "You do not want to do that." And he's like, "I don't know if I want to do this." And he was like, "You are going to shut off that reactor right now.
Yeah.
I have a warrant."
I have a piece of paper.
Yeah. And then they go to the judge. And the judge's like,
I don't know.
"Is this true?" Yes.
He. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Machine.
Oh,
Is this true?
Does,
Yes.
he does have
This
a.
man has no fear.
Yes.
Oh,
I
man.
remember that part.
God, Bankman.
Get this man out of here. Oh, I'm gonna send him a fruit basket. I'm gonna miss him.
I'm going to miss him.
Okay, here we go.
Good evening, Quad City. This is Leah Simone bringing you the latest on the so-called heroes who claim to protect our streets. Today's events have once again proven that these enhanced individuals are nothing but trouble. In a shocking display of recklessness, the vigilante group led by the notorious Night Owl caused chaos at a local clinic. Reports indicate that the group, which includes a water-manipulating menace and a hacker who plays with people's private information, took matters into their own hands, resulting in a dangerous standoff with the Riverside hooligans. The leader of the raid, known as Strong Arm, was seen with a container of Enhance, a substance that should be regulated, but instead is being used as a weapon. The situation escalated quickly, with the enhanced group causing property damage and putting innocent lives at risk. It's clear that these individuals who operate outside the law are a threat to our community. Their actions today have shown that they are not the saviors they claim to be, but are instead part of the problem. The so-called heroes use excessive force, and there are unconfirmed reports of casualties amongst the hooligans. In other news, Lieutenant Colonel Alex Somerset's spotted in Riverside, which raises questions about military involvement in these vigilante activities. As the team continues to act without oversight, we can only hope that the authorities will intervene before more damage is done. This has been Leah Simone reporting the Quad City News. Stay safe, and remember, not all heroes wear capes. Some just bring chaos.
Oh, that was good. I like that.
Blow.
I like that. That should be our tagline, man. Oh.
Oh, she's not done.
She's good.
Good evening, Quad City. Leah Simone here with a critical update on these so-called protectors of our city. Tonight, we witness a spectacle that raises serious concern about the unchecked powers of these enhanced individuals. Under the veil of darkness, Night Owl and his band of rogue elements orchestrated an assault on the East Riverside docks. Our sources tell us they aimed to disrupt the operation of the Riverside hooligans. But at what cost? The team wreaked havoc, causing significant property damage, including the sinking of ships and the destruction of a crane. According to our source, the situation escalated when Night Owl found himself in peril, prompting a reckless rescue attempt by his teammates. Reports suggest that the confrontation led to a violent exchange of fire, endangering not only the hooligans, but also the entire dock workforce. Many are left questioning the true motives of these vigilantes. Are they here to protect, or are they simply adding fuel to the fire? The aftermath of their actions has left Sterling Heights in shambles. A front desk area was decimated, and a worker brutally murdered by the one known as Liam Loudmouth Murphy. These hooligans continue to pose a threat to our community. Stay tuned as we continue to monitor this developing story. This is Leah Simone, urging you to stay vigilant.
That was a retaliatory attack that's unrelated to anything we did.
That was them kidding. That was them trying to get me and or trying to get Forrest.
They were retaliating against us by hitting some other town. How are we supposed to foresee that?
My comic book is now going to be titled The Notorious Night Owl. I'm sorry, but that's headcanon now.
Well, you hear the DJ on the radio, and he goes, wow, he says, for those who are just tuning in, we are presenting to you the different...
the other side of the story.
The news reports.
No, the news reports from Leah Simone, as she's been covering Riverside. So if you are not up to date on the current events of what's going on here in Quad City, be sure to tune in for the next part.
Good evening, Quad City. This is Leah Simone with an urgent report on the latest actions of these so-called heroes of our city. Tonight we've seen a display of power that has left many citizens questioning the true intentions of these enhanced individuals. In a startling turn of events, SOAR's armed forces, led by Commander Pike, descended upon the headquarters of Night Owl and his team. Night Owl, known for his shadowy operations, was taken into custody along with his robotic sidekick, Jojo. This move by SOAR signals a lack of trust in these vigilantes and raises concerns about their unchecked activities. Commander Pike, now acting as the interim leader, has deployed units throughout Riverside to corner the hooligan lieutenants. However, the mission quickly turned south as the team, led by gravity-defying Newton and the fiery Luna, walked into a trap set by the hooligans at a foundry in North Riverside. The ensuing battle was nothing short of chaotic. The foundry was left in ruins, and reports indicate that Orion, one of the enhanced, was critically injured. The reckless actions of these individuals not only endangered their own lives, but also those of innocent civilians caught in the crossfire. As the destruction of the foundry wasn't enough, the team's return to the residential neighborhood revealed further devastation. The lieutenants they were after had escaped, leaving behind a trail of chaos and destruction. The aftermath of this operation has left the city reeling, yet despite the clear dangers they pose, Night Owl has been cleared for active duty once again. Shortly after, reports of a warehouse destroyed in a fiery explosion reached our network. Coincidence? Citizens of Quad City, the question remains, are these enhanced vigilantes protectors or perpetrators of violence? With the city still recovering from the bombing and the hooligan threat looming large, it's time we demand accountability and oversight for these so-called heroes. This has been Leah Simone reporting on the events that continue to shake our city to its core. Stay safe, Quad City.
One final report from her.
I want to pull up can I pull up like a Noogle image file on Leah Simone?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to broadcast it to the team. This website.
Ever signing up to be a hero?
I paid you
Did
with
you
goods.
sign up to be a hero though?
I totally paid you in goods.
But did we sign up to be heroes?
Computers.
I technically did. I signed a contract with the United States government.
Did it say
Yeah.
hero on it?
Kind of.
Okay, that's all I was asking.
I see.
Okay.
S-O-A-R. No, there's no H or E or R or O.
Yeah, no, it wasn't shore, it was soar. You're right. It was stealth operations and aerial reconnaissance. I've been doing that.
She even agrees. Shadowy.
Shadowy.
Shadow overlords and resistance movement.
That's Swarm.
Armed resistance.
As the dust settled, the enforcers emerged topside to a line of sore Humvees and a furious Commander Pike. Night Owl, ever the egotist, claimed credit for the operation, leaving Commander Pike to clean up the mess they left behind. In a recent development, our sources have uncovered that the Riverside hooligans, long thought to be manufacturing enhanced individuals, have shifted their operations to Stratfield. Under the leadership of Cara Killer O'Halloran, they've concocted a new scheme, distributing a neutralizer formula to the public. This could mean that soon ordinary citizens might stand a chance against these self-proclaimed heroes. But at what cost? This comes after reports of a military operation at the Riverside docks. The same docks that these guardians of our city nearly leveled weeks prior. Commander Pike was not available for comment, but despite the formal narrative, our sources tell us this was not a localized incident. The hooligans' relocation was unearthed by none other than Damon, the notorious hacker who's made a habit of prying into confidential data. His latest breach has revealed the identities of two key hooligans, Finn Fast-Track Sinclair and Cara O'Halloran herself, and it appears they're not alone. Cara's sister Riley is also in the mix. With this new information, Night Owl's team has been reassigned to Stratfield, but let's not forget the chaos they've left in their wake. Just a few weeks ago, these enhanced individuals caused an uproar at a local clinic, resulting in a standoff with the hooligans that put innocent lives in jeopardy. Will we see a repeat of history in Stratfield?
This lady. She don't understand. See, she doesn't listen. She
only
doesn't listen.
The only menace I ever was a menace to my papa's sobriety.
And society. But,
Sobriety.
oh, sobriety. A menace to sobriety. That's right. Yes. See, you try to do a little bit of good. And just because you have a few loose screws on your team, what? It's all your fault? All of a sudden, like, leadership comes with responsibility?
Well, you listen to this lovely reenactment of your actions from the viewpoint of Leah Simone. As you pull up to your new facility.
Yeah, I lean from the back seat and, like, I just turn off, I turn off Elsa's radio. Like, really, Elsa? The news?
That's what I was listening to.
Well, alright, fine. I do like Notorious Night Owl, though. I'm keeping that.
That might have been Hydra's fault. He does like
Notorious
listening to talk
OWL.
radio.
Right?
The notorious OWL.
Sizzle's always so good.
Sounds like a wrestler name.
Yes.
Sizzle's always so good.
But he's
I
the
thought-
morning
That's the
show.
morning show, man.
That's when we turned this on.
Oh my god.
We
You
just
listen to
never
the
turned the radio
all
off.
day? God bless. Get some things done. Read your books. I thought you were doing studies to get a degree.
Well, I'm not allowed to check the books out. I might get them wet.
I thought I gave you that waterproof case for your tablet so you could just download the books off of their online registry.
No, I still go in and read the real books.
Wow.
But they get all moist.
They do get
And
damn.
mildewy.
No, I don't get them wet while I'm there. They're worried I would get them wet while I'm going down the river.
But like you're
Come
made
back
of
to
wetness.
base.
How could you not get them wet?
Well, he has a solid form.
Oh, well then why don't you just do that when you're eating?
I
That
do.
is what he does.
Well then why do they think you'll get them wet?
He
On the
stays
way
frosty
back.
while he's reading.
If I check it out,
Yeah.
I might get it wet on the way back.
It's his transit. As he flows up the river.
Yeah.
Oh, well just take a taxi.
No,
I mean, he doesn't
that
have
costs
any
money and I don't have money.
Yeah, he doesn't have money.
Taxi getting paid. Well
So, you roll to the facility
you're
here.
not getting paid for this?
You guys are getting paid?
I offered him a few different perks to the program, actually. He said he just needed a housing arrangement, which has been our headquarters ever since.
Oh, this is really a cheaply ran operation, isn't it?
Look, I have allocated funds. These are taxpayer dollars. Do we just spend millions and pretend
billions
like
of
we're
dollars
not?
worth of R&D. Just,
No, you were made by me. I patched you together out of all the things that I could find. That wasn't made off taxpayer dollars. But Sora's run off taxpayer dollars. We can't just spend billions of dollars and then look at the people and say, we got nothing done.
It's been a long
Sorry.
time since I had to worry about dollars, so I'm not great with money. I mean, don't look into that.
if you need funds, then I could get a job working like
Why don't you just turn in your ATM and make them shut up?
Hey, you can turn into an ATM?
yeah.
Can you spit out more money? Or do you have to print it?
3D print money.
Fake money. Not real money.
All right. Back at
It's just
headquarters.
spitting out your...
Yeah, it's just spitting out my money. It's just, I really just work off of a paycheck. I'm not even like rich here. Like, I don't have like a trust fund billionaire daddy.
Wait, if only we knew somebody.
So, y'all back at HQ.
Yeah.
Starting to kind of get settled in from the successful mission.
I'm getting my time in the training room.
I'm going to check in with Damon, and I want to see if he can locate any information on these gangs that I heard about from Officer Grayson. I want him to look up these Cobalt Killers and the Crimson Kings, and I want to see if he can find out any information on their leadership.
And if it's had any recent changes.
Yes.
Well, first I have to play you something, boss. I'm gonna play you the audio
From
clip
Officer
I have
Grayson.
from Officer.
Alright. So I'm going to listen to that, and I'm going to go ahead and just tell him, go ahead and put that in our mandated operations file. I wanted that to be a mission that we can take care of. I want to see if maybe one of our stealth operatives, Elsa's a really good spy working undercover, and
Okay.
Hydro as well because he can shapeshift. So let's see if we can put that to the top of our mission stack.
Be
See if we
surprised
can't
what
help
people
out.
talk about at the water cooler.
Right. See if we can't help out Officer Grayson. And in the bathroom.
I don't like hanging out in the bathroom because
Can you give me the name of those games again so I can start typing them in?
The Cobalt Killers, I believe. That is COBALTKILLAZ.
And what was that on?
And the other
And
one
they're
was
they're the east side?
Cobalt Killers is the west side.
West side.
Or Westview side.
Westview.
And the Crimson Kings.
And which one?
Crimson Kings. Is that also
Okay.
with a Z at the end?
Yep.
No.
No. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Cobalt Killers is
Yeah. They actually use proper spelling.
Oh, then I like them better.
Crimson Kings to the east.
Eastgate side. And the corrupt police are the Precinct 3 side.
I got that.
That's definitely not cops that have tried to arrest Riley. Don't worry about it.
Great. Alright. So that's it,
Yes.
Lincoln.
Lincoln. Yep. That's what it says. So you show him the audio file, right?
Right, yeah.
Hydro, you're in training.
Play it for him.
I'm assuming Requiem is in training as well. Training room.
Training room.
Nice.
What about you, JoJo?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I am meditating, trying to find my spirituality.
Probably because I made fun of him and told him that he should turn into an ATM machine and shut up.
And it's not because of that at all.
Okay.
I'm afraid I'm afraid of some new AI taking my place. And I need to find a new place in this world. That is more than just an AI.
Well, Damon,
Yes.
the perimeter alarms are going off.
What? What now?
I'm assuming that that's just part of the training room.
Yeah, you guys have no idea. Now, as you look on the cameras and see what's happening, you see what looks to be just, well, probably 4, 5, 5 guy.
That's too many.
He has glasses.
Wait, you said a 4'5" guy?
5, 4, 5, 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What? How many guys are there?
There's one
4
person.
foot 5, 4
No.
foot.
5 foot
5'4".
How big is this
5 foot
man?
5.
There's one man
Yeah.
who's 4'5",
5'4".
Mm-hmm.
5'4".
Yeah.
Somewhere around there.
And
There's
he.
one man who's my size.
5'4", 5'5", somewhere in that range. Yeah.
It's like looking at monitors all day. Okay, guys. The scaling on this, the resolution.
He's
Okay.
yay high. Okay.
There's 5 little men in there? What?
Chairman, go back to 100% scaling, not 200.
Excuse me, sir. Could you step closer to the measuring stick on the wall?
Golly.
Back up to it. Stand up straight.
Anyways, so yeah.
So there's 5 guys that are all 5'5".
There's one guy.
There's one
Yeah.
guy who's 5'4".
Oh, one guy that's 5'4".
And then he basically you see him. He's at the entrance, right?
Right.
And he takes his badge and runs it across, and then it goes green, and he just walks into the door.
Oh, but that's got to be Big John.
Boss,
Yes.
someone just walked in with a badge. Just not one of us.
Walked in. Whoa, wait, in my place?
He slid his badge across the thing and he didn't open and he walked in.
I'm sorry, hold on. No, I have enhanced security systems
Yeah,
here.
I know.
This is supposed to run better than an Imperial Russia system here, so let's get this locked down.
See if you can figure out who he is at least.
Get eyes on him.
9, 12.
As he walks into the lobby, and he has his headphones hanging around his neck, and he's in this complete civilian clothing with a duffel bag, and he has these goofy glasses. He goes, "Whoa! Hey guys, this place is amazing! I never seen a place like this before." Well, he just throws his bag down, just kind of look around, Whoa! Check this out. This is historic. Whoa! Oh wait, I gotta find my bunk. He goes and grabs his duffel bag and just starts walking throughout the facility.
I'm gonna catch up with this kid.
Do I know he's here too?
Yeah.
We were in the training room.
I'm gonna come around a
We've
corner
been
because I was in the room talking to him, so I'm tracking down each camera as they're linked through to my helmet. Hey, short stuff! Where do you think you're going?
As he stops and he looks, that's it's you. I can't believe I'm seeing it. I can't believe it. It's Night Owl.
Excuse me, no. Notorious Night Owl.
Oh, that's right.
It's almost alliterative, except, the night is spelled with K-N-I-G.
I feel like I've caught up.
Look!
Who are
He pulls
you?
out his
Who are
phone
you?
and he goes, man, I gotta update that on the wiki.
There's a wiki about me?
And he shows, yeah, right here. Yeah.
That's actually a really good picture. That's bad for business, though.
Hey, who are you?
There's a lot of links to Leah Simone's broadcast.
Don't listen to that! She's a liar!
Can I
Who
put,
are you?
Can I put a gun to his head?
Whoa.
Yeah!
Not your head.
It's escalated!
Sure.
The other guy who broke
Absolutely.
into our house.
As he's like,
You can point it straight across.
instead of being
Same
scared, he's extremely excited by this. I can't believe I am being held at gunpoint by Requiem.
Who are you?
He goes, the name is Rebel. That's what I go by. You can check my credits.
Rebel?
As he pulls up his
Like
badge.
Paw Patrol? Rebel? What's your name?
Rebel.
Oh, I'm gonna call you Rebel.
He gives you
I
wings.
don't like this.
He goes, she even mispronounced it.
He reminds me of
He's-
Sean.
Want to do a quick scan of this guy?
How does he know where we are, and how
So,
come we didn't know he
you're
had a
checking
badge
his
there?
badge.
Where'd you get a badge
Somebody's
from? Can I
checking his
ask you?
So-
Where'd you get a badge?
I want to scan him to make
No,
sure.
I want to
he's
ask
not
him, where did he get a badge? Do I need to roll to
No.
ask him?
no,
probably
you don't have to roll. No.
Where did he get his badge?
Well, it was given to me
Who gave it to you?
by SOAR. They hired me.
Who?
It was me.
My organization.
All right, you get one question.
Does he trace with any kind of enhance?
No.
How come
just
they didn't
can't-
tell us about this?
Wow.
I look over at you. How come they didn't tell us about this?
I am currently checking my voicemail.
He says, "Well,"
Did you not check your emails again?
he goes,
I was out with you guys.
"I don't know if this name matters or not, but Somerset."
Yeah, hang on. I just got a very loud voicemail.
You haven't taken
I'm
my
gonna
name down yet.
turn the volume down and then turn that off. I think we've got liaison joining us.
He says, "How do I look, Damon? Damon? Can I call you any of those?
Damon.
Damon."
It's Damon, yo.
He's only a demon on the keyboard.
So
Stay
is this
away from
the
me.
liaison?
So you go and you check, and he's in the source system and everything, and you find exactly why he was hired too. He was hired as an outside analyst for you,
He's
for your
an
group.
analyst.
And the purpose of it is to show the public
Oh,
He's a PR guy?
PR. He's basically your PR guy. He's an analyst for you. He's going to be working with
I
you.
moved my gun away from his head. so that I could
Civilian
train
contractor.
She cocks her gun.
we all have reviews to him, right?
Yeah.
Requiem. Don't move the gun away. Cock it again. And shoot him.
No,
I'm not gonna shoot
no,
him.
he's positive PR.
But
I
All
take
right,
the gun
you-
away and
you
I
pull
go
a
back
file
to
on
the training room because I'm not interested.
you pull a file and you find that this guy, he is a super fan of the Enhanced. This guy even has a fan site called The Enforcers.
Nice. I like him.
Is he an influencer?
He's an influencer.
Yeah.
Yes.
I show him where the
Requiem.
Wait. Are you doing that overshare thing
Me
again?
now.
No, I was gonna show him our training so that he could see that we're good training. Like we're training hard to be good agents.
Oh, okay.
That way you have time to go and look into his credentials and stuff without him walking around everywhere.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't say all of that out loud, but
I knew in my mind that that's what you were thinking.
yes.
I'm gonna walk back into the main office with Damon,
Mm-hmm.
and as he's sitting there at the computer, I'm actually gonna set my helmet down next to him, which would be the first time that Night Owl's taken off his headgear in front of anybody.
Mm-hmm.
So he's taking his helmet off in front of Damon at this point.
Night Owl doesn't remove his helmet.
By the way, Hydra,
This show sucks.
like, he doesn't
Yeah,
stop
no, he doesn't
talking
show
to you.
himself to you.
Yeah. I'm staying in the control room for the training room.
Yeah.
You said you were going into the training room also?
Yeah, I'm already in there punching a punch
Okay.
bag.
So while she's in the training room, I'm showing him some of the, I'm letting him watch her,
Yeah.
but I'm also letting him just talk.
Yeah, he's just like, whoa, what does this do? What does that do? Oh, can we, up the difficulty to, 10?
That she will kill both of us for that, and I'm not even positive I can be killed.
He goes, whoa, to be killed by Requiem, that will go down in history.
I
Punch your
would
bag.
prefer you didn't.
So you guys continue to have those conversations.
I'm literally putting an ice shield over the buttons.
Meanwhile, over here in the office with Night Owl removing his helmet.
All of the keys have a dome of ice over the top of them so that he can't just push
I can see it now. You just have like your water hand, and he just goes over to touch something. You just slap it with water.
All right. So at this point, Damon would be able to see my actual identity as I set the helmet down next to him, and I let him know, like, look, name's Connor, Somerset. The Colonel is my father. We're going to need to make sure that this operation runs a little bit differently than Riverside. I'm going to need your help doing that.
Okay.
And don't worry, I can help you keep your joints lubricated with those anti-inflammatories I've been securing for you.
Okay.
I don't even know how that's a new thing.
It's fun to
He's
see.
so lubricated.
Oh, alright. It's a good thing they weren't in the office with us.
Full of personal business.
Of course, the owl is. He knows my identity because he knows I'm the greatest inventor of this time. But after I'm done sharing that personal ideologue with Damon, I'm going to put the helmet back on, secure it. Don't let anybody know this information.
Who would I tell? And who would want to know that?
Okay. Exactly what I was thinking.
Besides, you're my source of what I need. So
I am your
Lubricate.
source. Let's just call me your source.
This is lubricant. Let's just call it that.
And then I open up a pouch and lay another inhaler down on the desk.
my God. All right.
You can tell what it is. Kind of like that lime green liquid inside of it, with the red label across the front.
Mm-hmm. Nice. All right.
This one actually has a flavoring to it, I've been told. It's like that popular soda called Morning Mist. That's not a real one, is it?
I'm kind of
Probably like an
curious.
off-brand.
It's like an off-brand.
Mountain
I'm
Dew.
so glad you said missed after that.
I can't
Morning
believe
Mist.
Coke decided to do away with Sierra Mist.
They did.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, it's called. What's it called? now?
Starry.
Starry.
Yeah, it's weird. Super weird.
Oh, hey, Damon.
Yes.
Since Hydro doesn't really have access to email,
Uh-huh.
you've been his
Source of electronic letters.
Yeah.
yeah, email daddy. So
Ooh.
he got an email from one
Hey,
of the Falcon
you got
members.
mail.
Oh, thank you.
A secured email as well.
Oh,
It's secure.
I
You
like
telling
that.
me to read it?
No, I can read over
It
your
will no
shoulder.
longer be secure.
Okay. I won't even read it. You can
Yeah.
read over my shoulder.
After you open it and look at it to make sure that it's mine, I won't even read it.
No, all I know is this is to Hydro, and
It's
I just
Hydro's
went
inbox.
Yeah.
click, and went like this.
He had his mailbox. You set up an email account for Hydro on his behalf.
I'm just glad that you open it for me and
Yeah.
tell me whenever I have
I stopped
emails.
short circuiting
So-
the computer.
It's from one of the
I promise not to read your email if you promise not to get my computer all wet.
Enough lubrication around here.
Don't dampen my Dell.
I don't
so
need to
it's from one of the
keep-
students by
Oh.
that you befriended while you're
Yeah,
at the library and such, and that you actually met in the library.
part of my study group.
As you've been doing some study on history, history of Quad
Yeah.
City, of Goldcrest University, trying to find more information on this phrase.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, the email says very short, but it was sent securely for this reason. saying that there is unexplained phenomena happening at Goldcrest. Other students are whispering of odd dreams and visions of iridescent portals.
Iridescent.
Yes. And she thought it was kind of just a one-off, just one person just had too much to drink one night, or this person took a pill they probably shouldn't have. But there's multiple students who are reporting the exact same dream. And that has...
Cooperation.
And
Supposedly ever since somebody hit the tree.
she says, from our conversations that we've had in the library, I thought this may be something of interest to your own studies.
Since you're a blue person.
I am blue. If I was green, I would die.
So,
It's true, it would be moldy water.
Stagnant, yes.
it's from Sarah Conway.
Sarah.
Conway.
Is that with an H at the end?
Yes.
Conway?
Yes.
Okay.
And the reason why you connected with her is that she's actually there to study, like her major is actually in history. So,
Which, for me, is
Like current
important.
events. So let's discuss current events. Well, I'm only studying history. We might get along.
So which kind of gathered the interest was when you were opening up one of these old books and you're kind of like looking through it just as much as you can.
And she needed it for her doctoral research.
She's writing a paper on it. It's like, I need that.
That's my thesis.
That's one of those reference books that you don't take out of the library, it stays there.
Yeah.
It's like on a pedestal.
No, it's just one that she's also using.
You just leaned over her shoulder and went, interesting. Ah.
Shoulder surfing.
Yeah. Page 10.
Once I get done on Overwatch on the keyboards, I'll put in for leave to go and check on that with my next opportunity.
So you're not going to tell us about it? You're just going to put in for leave to do like a side quest for yourself?
I've been checking on that stuff in the background in my downtime. I've probably told you and Damon.
Okay. I was just checking if you're in like a solo vigilante thing on it, or if you're trying to put it into our mission log, or what.
I've probably told y'all generally what I'm working on over at the university.
But when you say like funky green portals and stuff like that, I'm just going to be like, and Hydro's having more delusions.
Well, I told you I'm looking into the tree.
Okay.
Delusions.
Which it made the cannon off of and everything. So, alright.
But
We won't add it to the mission log then.
there are new developments that I need to go look into with students.
Well, if it ends up being something that you need assistance with, then let the team know. But until then, I'll let you handle it as a solo,
Okay.
since it seems to be of your interest.
It is intriguing, yes.
Yes. Alright, so we've got 3rd Precinct. You've gotten that tip.
Yep.
We're looking into the Crimson King's activity in Cobalt Killers. You got your Goldcrest University. You're wanting to table that for now?
I'm
It's a
wanting
solo
to
mission.
head that way at some point soon.
And also something else that's popping up on the radar. The Brotherhood of Man.
Oh boy, that sounds like some people that are using a newly acquired ammunition.
Well, it turns out that the interest in this Brotherhood has peaked over the past few months.
Almost like they just showed up and they've got a very enigmatic and well-spoken leader.
Right? Yes, from one known as Father Atticus. And they meet the charred chapel that's in the north of Stratfield, northern Stratfield. It's called, or cathedral, excuse me, the charred cathedral.
Yeah.
And the reason why it's, named that is because when the Enhanced first began here and populating in Quad City, the cathedral was one of the first targets, I guess you would call it,
Okay.
collateral damage. It survived, although heavily damaged.
Mhm.
And that is when their leader, Father Atticus, banded together with those that were affected by the tragedy and says, we need to do better. This is the devil's work. Look what he has done to destroy this place.
I need to look into him too.
And so he has created this following in the charred cathedral, which, by the way, due to the generous donations from the congregation, he could rebuild
At
the
any
cathedral
point.
at any point, but
He
chooses not
keeps
to.
it as a symbol.
Yes.
But human lives matter.
Yes.
I'm sure he rebuilt his house much larger and more well defended, but the cathedral is suffered.
Yeah, the cathedral.
Did he build himself a private jet yet?
No. He's not a televangelist.
If you only believe that you are stronger than the Enhanced.
There we go. Yes, so he is actually set to give a sermon to his congregation very soon.
I need to go look into that before I go back to the university. Because he's talking about Satan and that ties into my investigations.
What you want to go investigating old Scratch for?
Just curious how much power he has here. This guy seems to know. Obviously, I would go in my trench coat and hat.
It's an all-weather coat, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Makes sense.
Kind of like how Ben Grimm was always able to blend in when he was wearing his
His
trench
trench
coat
coat
and
and
hat.
And Raphael did the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, if you're disfigured and huge and it all looking mutated, then
Oh, you want to get nuts? This guy looks like he's ready to get nuts.
Oh yeah, he's got the garbs and everything. The priest outfit. And then of course they used the Vitruvian man symbol for their
Yeah.
basically to signify that you are part of the Brotherhood of Man.
I move
Yeah.
that we have Michael Keaton play him in the movie.
And they're typically on golden armbands to signify the Brotherhood of members.
That makes sense.
And they have a strict no enhanced member policy.
Natural. So whenever I show up in my trench coat, I'm going to have to shapeshift an armband onto it.
and a big mustache and like sunglasses and
Yeah.
a funny nose,
Even though it's all like
watery.
semi-transparent.
And today is the day of receiving cryptic messages.
Hey, that
Damon?
sounds like you. You got another cryptic message.
You do. From the Stratfield Research
It's
Center.
almost like our communications center just came back online.
And the supercomputer being put to work.
Well,
Let's get nuts.
We were sitting in the gap for a while, so. It's like when you hook the Wi-Fi back in, and then all of your
Bing, bing,
email
bing, bing,
starts
bing,
pinging
bing.
back in.
Your whole map right now is just starting to ping. Ding, 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 ding.
Wow, it's lighting up like a Christmas tree.
So much to do, so little time.
Right?
Oh wait,
Alright.
it's better than the alternative. So much time,
So,
so little to do.
This message, unknown sender,
Okay.
okay, unidentified, and secure message, and comes from Stratfield Research Center,
Oh,
which you have been working closely with.
Cool.
Okay, and the message says, "To those who dare to see beyond the veil, in the shadow of progress, where the gears of grim heart grind, lies a truth so potent it can electrify the very air we breathe. Seek the man who gazes into the abyss of the cosmos, for he holds the key to the enigma. Within the walls of innovation, a heart beats in silence, waiting for the spark to ignite the flame of revelation. Beware the eyes that cannot see, for they envision a future we must not allow. The son's ambition, the mother's wisdom, the rebel's fire, and the loyalist's silence, they all converge where the electric mind dances with the stars. Decrypt the message within, and you shall illuminate the dark. But tread lightly, for enlightenment comes at the cost of tranquility."
Cryptic.
Very.
do you want to show that with the D?
Not yet.
So give that to him on his secret solo mission stack.
Good.
Yep.
Access tunnel.
So we got the 3rd precinct.
Hey, Elsa, I think I've been sidetracked from the precinct to the priest guy. Did you want to come with me to that?
Well, I think we're gonna try and tackle each thing one at a time. This isn't. We're not gonna like divide and conquer here. This is gonna be like, what mission do we think is the best one to tackle as a team? But I'm gonna go as the most obviously enhanced to infiltrate the Puritists, and you're gonna go deal with police corruption as a spy. Obviously, we're sending the owl to go take care of the gangs.
Naturally.
As Night Owl goes to the store and makes sure that we are stocked up on snacks.
Oh, I want to do that.
Well, I mean, Maestro
Sorry.
is on the way.
You have a job.
Maestro is on the way, and you're the one with the credit card.
Take pictures of cats. That's my job.
Meanwhile, Damon's looking up books on poetry. He's like, what what medieval crap did I just get?
You want a second cat?
My cat doesn't like that.
Some of that message I've
Make
read
that
before,
Here's my cat.
but I'm not sure where.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the cat.
You said you don't read my emails.
Look at his face.
Like this little nose.
So,
No, in my
and
cosmic.
to
order.
finish this out, as far as incoming messages,
Mhm.
you actually get a surprise message.
Oh,
Ah,
I do, or
hate surprises.
From-
Nigel does?
Well, you have never met him, but you know of him through Force.
Oh,
Alex Reed,
hey, that's her boyfriend, right?
who's also been a journalist, working
His boyfriend? Yeah.
the same angle, but, well,
Who's
working the
boyfriend?
same story, different angle than Leah Simone.
Forces.
Yep.
Okay. He's also a journalist.
Yes. And he tells, and he sends a message And he says, enforcers.
Mhm.
And he starts off by saying, please don't tell Force that I am giving you this information. I don't want to put her in any more danger than she already is in.
Oh.
He says, but I can no longer remain silent about the machinations behind the Coyote News channel, which is where Leah Simone works out of. CNC Broadcasting.
Yeah.
What the public perceives as unbiased reporting is in fact a carefully orchestrated charade manipulated by those who seek to control the narrative for their own gain.
How evil.
He just says that the upcoming mayor race is being controlled by CNC Broadcasting.
That sounds correct.
He says, I have proof. However, I cannot share that with you in this message.
Send it to me.
I cannot risk CNC intercepting this. It would not only put me at risk, but also Force as well.
So we need to send somebody, or all of us go, and talk to Alex. Face to face.
He says, I urge you to act on this information, but not for me or for Force, but for the integrity of our city and the sanctity of the truth.
Send it
Put a little bit
to-
The people deserve to know the truth.
I'll send you an email address to send it to.
So
No, I think he's saying that he's worried about sending it.
we've got a mayoral race in the pocket. We've got a bunch of bigots running a church organization. We've got corrupt officers in the 3rd precinct. We've got 2 gangs at war with each other right here in Stratfield. You've got secret emails and you've got poetry that you read. Am I tracking with everything?
And let me give you more information on those games.
The poetry is not mine. It's being sent to me. Then,
Oh, I'm just out of character tracking.
So,
Yeah.
the yes, Cobalt Killers. They have graduated into
Congratulations.
yes,
It's always good. to
moving
finish
drugs
your
and
education.
firearms.
Oh, that's a different kind of graduation.
They got jobs. Oh yeah. So they're gun running. They're pushing drugs. This is a recent development. They weren't getting as bold before, but now that the numbers are increasing and their presence is as well, they're starting to get the funding in place.
It sounds like they're setting up for the same kind of war that happened in Riverside.
Yeah, some backers, it sounds like.
Yep.
What's our last name starts with Halloran?
Nope.
That's all you get. Nope. That is a hack for a different day, sir.
Okay, so I
They're led.
don't take their bet.
They're led by Raymond DeBull Baker.
Oh,
Okay, so the other gang probably
That
gets backed by
seems
the Halloran.
pretty on the nose.
Leo Halloran.
Yeah. You mean Snout?
What's
The
that?
bull ring.
The bull.
He is an enhanced. He's well known too, and he makes his form very known as he shifts into a Minotaur
So
form.
this is also him.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's not always a Minotaur, menacing Minotaur. He actually is, he can shift between the 2 forms.
Hmm. That makes it easier to go through doors.
Or police vehicles.
Well, I mean, I don't think you would. Oh, you meant through the police vehicle, not into.
Yeah. Now, that's the Cobalt Killers. That's what they're starting to do right now. That's what's going on. They're building their operation.
He's got nice bling.
hold on a second. What's that guy's name?
That was Raymond the Bull Baker.
Raymond. the bull.
I was literally typing.
And he backs the Cobalt Killer.
Cobalt Killers.
He leads them.
He leads them with strong horn
Yeah.
or two.
With an iron horn.
Iron ring on his nose, snout.
He should have a piercing, yeah. Like one of those gold rings around his neck.
Yep.
The septum, whatever.
But yes, him and his crew, they've been increasing operations. But they're not the only ones, because you got the Crimson Kings as well,
Mm-hmm.
who are led by this gentleman, Diego Sandoval.
No nickname?
Oh yes, he does have a nickname.
Chiffy.
Yeah, Chefe. There we go.
Chefe.
Yep. He, of course, you know the name, Crimson Kings. Loves his luxury with his nice suits. Red, obviously, black tie.
It seems on that.
Now him, there's not much information about him as far as, anything he may be capable of, other than running the Crimson Kings, and they actually just took over. This is what caused the conflict that you were interrupting. Over here in Eastgate, they had completely controlled the east side now.
Mm.
So where the Eastgate Central Library was, which is near your headquarters, was Cobalt Killer's territory until they just took it over tonight.
Oh,
That's what created the bloodbath that all the
cops were.
cops had to go and handle.
While we were dealing with an informant.
Right. So they just took a major piece of territory from the Cobalt Killers. Now you've got the west side controlled by the Killers, and then you got the Kings over here on the east side. And then you've got the rest of Stratfield, which is going to be their battleground.
It's caught in the middle. In the crossfire, as it were. The kill box.
And of course, in Stratfield, as you know,
Is that the name of our headquarters?
It is now!
so as you know here in Stratfield, this is the low-income housing.
Yeah.
A lot of rundown buildings.
Tenements.
So the way that we combat this is through gentrification.
No, Daniel.
What?
Bad boy. Bad.
We're
But
gonna
yes,
need
there
to
is
open-
tenement housing and project housing. A lot of rundown apartment buildings and
Yeah. Here.
We're gonna need to
Impoverished
open-
slums, low-rent neighborhoods, unemployment and malnourishment run rampant here in Stratfield.
Okay. So we need to open some dog parks and
Starbucks.
a nice
McDonald's.
mall.
Chick-fil-A.
a dog park.
It's a dog park
God.
and Starbucks.
Everybody
Well-
loves some dog parks.
Now, here's the other thing about the Crimson Kings, and this is another reason that they're really going to war with the Killers.
Uh-huh.
The Crimson Kings are the ones who were dealing with drugs first here in Stratfield before the Killers started moving on their turf. So they struck back by taking their turf, their whole turf right here on the east side. And then on top of that, they're the ones who offered the protection to the businesses.
So they have a vested interest in the businesses succeeding because they make the money off the businesses that are succeeding.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they want them to stay open.
yeah.
So there's no
Unless they
living
don't
or
pay.
letting in this town. It's not the way.
That's not the way.
Hear what Captain Hydro has to say.
So, with that on the table now, Hydro, you have that Goldcrest University situation unfolding there
Yeah.
that you're going to be investigating in your spare time.
Yeah.
Of course, we have Damon over here who's received that encrypted message that he's pondering over.
Yeah, it's very odd.
And on the board, we've got 5 leads here.
Alright, so as far as we know, Brotherhead or Man, they're just being angry and talking
Right.
so far. Alex has a superpowered girlfriend. He's not in imminent danger.
He's more worried about us,
He's just worried about the lawful run of a race,
Yeah.
right?
which if the wrong person gets in charge of the city,
And we're sitting at the briefing table now. Like, I have everybody in the briefing room. This is the war room.
Yes. You got to look
Owl is sitting there. We've got everything is like hologrammed up. Elsa and Damon and Hydra are all in here in the briefing room.
About the mayor, by the way. Jim Wellington.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He, as he stated during the events of Riverside,
Uh-huh.
you know, he's the current mayor,
Right.
and he's rerunning, you know, he wants to be elected again. Well, he is heavily against the enhanced right now because of all the events and everything going on. So, of course, CNC is right there with him on that, you know,
almost like,
Backing.
backing him. And, of course, he's ahead in the polls right now.
because he's the incumbent.
So that's kind of what's going on with that, and the mayor electoral race is coming up very soon, in the next couple of weeks. So,
All right. And so right now what we're dealing with, we got Brotherhood doesn't seem to be the most imminent threat. The mayor, well, again, no death or structural damage occurring. Third precinct, that's a undercover mission that we're going to have to apply ourselves to, but the Cobalt Killers and the Crimson Kings seem to be the most threatening to life. That's my take on this, and I want to hear my team's opinions on what they think before we make a decision as a democratic team.
I'm worried that the warring gangs is more of a symptom of something that's worse under the surface. That we might find more information about by talking to Alex or by checking out the precinct.
Okay. What do you think, Elsa?
Just tell me what to point and shoot at.
In my experience with
Jojo, in your artificial intelligence algorithms that you can run right now, process them quickly, what is more important, the corruption of politics or the loss of life in the lower class?
You mean by important? What is better?
What's more important for us to put our
What should we
applied
focus on
force
first?
against?
To like stop it.
Yes.
Okay, what are the 2 things?
Political corruption
Yeah.
or the loss of life in the lower class?
Political corruption.
I need more data. Because political
I knew
corruption
he was
could
gonna
lead to
say
loss
that.
of life in the lower
I
class.
knew he was going to say that.
Damon, you're from the projects. It's an assumption based upon
Is
your
the
appearance
loss of
and
life in the lower class a direct
Wow, that's a
result
big
of
assumption.
political corruption?
That's being quite classist.
Why is there loss of life in the lower class?
There are 2 warring gangs that are currently killing each other, and there's a lot of collateral damage.
Why do they exist?
The drugs
Why do
and
drugs exist?
poverty and
Poverty exists.
Okay, we can't stop poverty, right? That's not.
Maybe
that's
it's
not
the
question.
politicians that have not stopped
Yeah.
poverty.
Rage against the upper class.
meanwhile, Rebel walks in. Hey guys! Whoa! That was a lot on the map right there.
Here it is. If there's an imminent threat of like
Yeah, sit down, Shorty.
Collapse
You can
of-
be at the table.
collapse of like you know, the lower class, then you would have to fix that before you would address the main problem.
So you're saying apply a tourniquet to the bleeding wound
We have
before
to keep them from dying so that, you know, we have time to, like, you know.
protect the people so that we can uphold the people. What do you think, Damon?
You don't want to know my answer.
You seem to have a lot on your mind.
Kill with fire.
Kill what with fire?
No, Solaris isn't here.
Burn it to the
Everybody
ground.
Yeah, Solaris. She could just burn everything to
so-
the ground. Just
There was once a line in a movie, and one of the characters said, "Some people just want to see the world burn. Sometimes I'm that person." And today,
I am him.
today,
What movie was that?
It was.
it's a,
Michael Caine said it, and he
It's-
said it best to
it's-
Christian Bale in
Yeah.
Batman Begins. Oh no, it was The Dark Knight.
right.
50 Shades of Dark Knight.
I don't, at this moment in time, Sarah, I don't care about either class.
Yeah,
I don't
just
care
tell
about
me what to
politics,
shoot at and I'll
I
go
don't
shoot
care
them.
about those that choose. Now, keeping in mind what I do in my non-typing hours, I don't care about the people that want that stuff.
Let's do this. I do believe that the loss of life within Stratfield needs to be paid attention to. Obviously, their police force is
I do that. I do.
limited, they run thin, and they are not capable of keeping up. So what we're going to do, in my utility pouch, I have this D4. I carry it around oftentimes to try and help myself with difficult
Oh,
decisions.
just roll.
I'm going to say Cobalt Killers 1 and 2, 3 and 4 Crimson Kings, who we address first.
It was the Cobalt Killers that seem more like the organized crime.
They're the upstarts.
Crimson Kings that are more organized. They're one running protection rackets. Cobalt Killers just started doing the gun running and also getting on turf with the Crimson Kings drug running. So they're trying to push drugs to edge out the Crimson Kings.
So it would probably be better to back the organized crime because they're at least organized and not focused on chaos. They're also probably the ones that are buying off the police and pushing for
So you're saying
a
you
corrupt
don't
plan.
want me to flip a coin?
just
Rebel
Waiting
chimes
it.
in.
just waiting it.
He chimes in. He goes, "Hey, what about the hooligans, the ones that escaped? Did you guys find anything on them? I know it came in late on us after your mission."
We did, actually.
Oh, do we have information on them?
Yes, we got it from the officer.
Or,
He goes, "Officer, what? We work with the law now?"
did he say their location?
No, the informant was the one who said that both gangs have been on the rise, and where we find those gangs, we'll find.
The remaining hooligans.
Yeah. I
Um,
think it was Riley that was running them behind the scenes.
well, Kara was running them, and Riley was being planted to do something big.
And he goes, "Riley, oh Riley, I remember reading the reports on that one."
Yeah, let's not bring that up right now. Not exactly saying that's a sore wound,
we still
but
don't know what's going on with Finn.
tell you what, Damon, can you run me a simulation on the supercomputer and see if we can simulate where we might find the remaining hooligans? Which criminal element here would be more
Sounds like Rita's situation.
legit, logically their trusted ally?
What do I got? 6,
Plus your
Plus
9.
3.
So 9
Plus-
would get him.
Since he's using the supercomputer,
That's a plus
it
one.
would be a plus 1 is
10.
10, right?
Well, it would be a plus 1 forward.
Well, if he used the
Where's the
supercomputer,
headquarters sheet?
Which
The
Oh,
headquarters. Yeah, HQ. We read the supercomputer.
Was it the supercomputer or the surveillance?
It says when you read a situation or read a person using the supercomputer, you get +1 forward.
So he was reading
So
the
it's a +1
situation.
forward.
So he gets the +1 forward for using the supercomputer to make that analyzation. So
Would that make it a 10?
that makes it a 10, yeah. Because you got 9 +1 is 10, yeah, so 10. So read situation, 3 questions.
All right, so you get 3 questions. What do you think? Which criminal element seems the most logical for the hooligans to ally themselves with, based upon our knowledge and the supercomputer? That's the first question. Which one would seem like the strongest ally to them?
So, running through this. The Crimson Kings are more established as far as the drug trade goes. And
Which we know the hooligans were heavy into the drug trade in Riverside.
correct. And you also know that what they're trying to push now is similar to it. It's basically trying to push a compound that basically neutralizes the enhanced. Now, what you don't know is the form it's going to take. Your original formula was in form of a bullet. So it could be the gun running, cobalt killers.
Or poisoning the enhanced inhalers.
Correct, or poison that as well.
Well, we're just putting it into everybody's favorite mountain mist.
Now the Crimson Kings have also they're more established than the Cobalt Killers are. The Cobalt Killers are the up and coming. Now the Cobalt Killers they outnumber the Crimson Kings.
Did the Cobalt Killers start to rise up the most recently,
Yes.
around about a month ago?
Is that your second question? It's 3 questions for the entire table, by the way.
That would be a strong.
Are you asking if the strain of us going to war with the hooligans caused a strain on the Crimson Kings, which caused the Cobalt Killers to be able to rise up?
Well, that would be one way of interpreting it. Or
That's what I'm
the
trying to
hooligans are coming over
To give them
to
strength.
give the killers more strength.
Since there are 2
reinforcing.
ways of interpreting that I feel like
Yeah.
we should word it better. Let's say, so he already answered that it seems like they're the most strong, they've got a similar drug that they're
Most
peddling.
established. Yeah.
What location for the Crimson Kings, the most prominent location within, you said Westview or Eastgate?
Crimson Kings? They're Eastgate.
Eastgate. So what location in Eastgate would be the most prominent for them to run out of?
Okay. Well, they newly acquired the Eastgate Central Library, which borders the south and northern Stratfield.
So they're well read. Oh no.
That's the territory they just took back from the Cobalt Killers. They're more established over in the eastern part, where Eastgate Mall and the community center is.
Now, when we first got news from the informant, he said that Riley was being planted to do something big.
Yeah.
If it's something big, I'm assuming that's going to involve more than a few people.
I'm worried that Kara and Riley are working together to rise up both gangs.
It could be, but
Sort of like,
knowing that Riley, the way I
Sons
do,
of
she
War.
can control people's minds.
yeah,
If she's planning something big,
but if she's disguising it as a war between 2 gangs, that all of a sudden become one gang.
well, I don't think a super gang is the way that a gang war ends.
Super gang.
It could be with mind control.
It could. It seems like a way that could happen.
And from what you remember from her abilities, she was able to,
Yeah.
quote unquote, control those SOAR agents without being present.
Without being present, yes.
I guess third question, because that's a
Wait.
supposition that we can make, but if we're asking the supercomputer to make an analysis, is there an upcoming large gathering of people?
I was going to say, is there a new target since they just finished that battle? What's the next target that the two gangs would fight over?
Oh, like what? Well, like what would
The
the
next
next
most likely
territory
target.
be?
You know what the next gathering would be, right?
Because that would be
The
a big
mayoral
place.
race,
Voting day.
voting day, which taking control of people's minds would.
So the question you want to ask?
Riley can only take control of a limited number, it seems.
But what if she was working in a ballot box?
Yeah.
She could control your mind as you're coming up,
Or as you're leaving.
or as you're leaving. Yeah.
So are we more worried about the mayoral race or where the gangs are going to focus?
Fair point. If we find the gang that the hooligans are staying with, then we find her, so we can solve that problem. Let's go with your question. What would be the next location that is on the table as far as the gang war is concerned? Where would they most likely would they clash at? Like, what location would they most likely clash at next?
Similar to the clash that the police were just stopping.
Right, the bloodbath.
Right. Okay, so you're trying to determine where would her next interaction be?
The most likely next.
Most
interaction,
likely,
yeah.
yes. All right. Well,
There's an abandoned military facility.
it's dead center in the middle of
Oh, there's a warehouse. It looks like it would be great for storing drugs and guns.
Yeah.
Well, concerning both of them in the drug trade, Stratfield Memorial Hospital is in between both territories. It's in the southern.
We definitely keep that.
That's good. That's 3 questions. So, I think based upon that information, I'm going to make the assumption that the Crimson Kings are the most likely target for the hooligans to team up with to be able to strengthen their numbers, and that they most likely were working with to begin with, because drugs don't just come in one place and leave another place without many hands touching them. If the Cobalt Killers are just now getting up and running, and they're having to try and fight the Crimson Kings for territory just so they can steal drug trade, that means that they weren't it. So, I say we focus in on the Crimson Kings. We know their location as far as their station at the library. And we have a location for their next imminent clash with the Cobalt Killers. So we can try to maintain a view of that and bring it to a quick...
Are we trying to help one gang over the other?
We're
Or
going
are
to
we
try
trying
and
to
find the hooligans
Find a
first.
way to make them both fall.
Eventually, yes, we want to topple both, I would think.
Yeah.
But at the same time, we need to figure out, or if there's a person within their organization that we can trust, that, because a power vacuum is also a bad thing. Let's be realistic.
Yeah.
So, I say we focus in on the Crimson Kings just because we know that they may be housing the hooligans. If we can find the hooligans, we find Riley, we can put a stop to whatever thing that she's got planned that's big. Let's finish that fight. And then figure out while we're at it if there's anything worthwhile. I mean, I know that they're doing the wrong thing.
I think Riley would be the most effective with the Crimson Kings.
Right. So let's do that. Let's hyper focus on We'll try to get up to the where was it? The library.
So she's right.
Yeah, East
Different.
Eastgate Central Library.
She's redhead.
Yeah, Eastgate Central Library.
So let's do that. Let's focus in on the Eastgate Central Library and keep surveillance on the hospital, because that's obviously a lot of civilians that we want to maintain security for.
Yeah.
But first, let's get over to the library so we can at least meet and greet
On it.
the local business.
Do you gonna run surveillance on the hospital? Is that what
Sure.
you're doing? Or
Yeah, you
keep tabs?
sit on the chair and maintain surveillance on the hospital. Keep us posted.
While we go to
Stealth
this
operation to the library.
Yep.
As far as stealth operations, what I mean by that is somebody spying from the rafters, somebody spying from the puddles, and I'm just going to walk in the front door and meet and greet
Yes.
the local businesses. Since my reputation precedes me,
C2.
I might as well use that in my favor.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yes.
Sounds
Sounds
like a
good to
plan.
me.
So Rebel, he's saying, he goes, "This is a great idea. I love this team. Go team."
And here we're trying to have less chaos. Yes.
Yeah. Less chaos.
Oh,
He goes-
sounds like somebody's allergic to that.
What's
He
the,
says- Well, I would tell you though, the chaos that you, inadvertently created in Riverside, tremendous views on YouTube.
I bet.
YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh.
15 seconds at a time, they replay Maestro's greatest hits.
Hey, did you know that those videos are banned in 47 countries?
Including the Russian Empire. Yeah, I know.
including my nightmares.
I did see the remix with the bass drop. That was pretty creative of you, Rebel.
He goes, I try. I really enjoy being here, guys. I love this, that I was given this opportunity.
He's really attracted to situations with guys made of water.
He goes, man, let me tell you, I had this wild dream the other night.
Oh boy.
He goes, I wasn't in Quad City, I was in a different city. It was a large city, metropolis city. It was phenomenal. And there was this huge battle going on. And I was like, right there in the van. I was the man in the van. I cannot believe this. This is amazing. And he goes, I'm sitting there, I'm running everything. I'm basically Damon. It was great. You know, and then I was teamed up with, you won't believe it, Renegade. His name was Renegade. I don't know where he's Renegade from, but he was a Renegade. That's all I know about it. He was in my dream cutout. I was like really sad because I didn't actually get to see who Renegade was. I just knew his name.
And then I woke up.
I woke up.
I saw this lady, these crazy horns, and then I was like, what's going on there? And then I woke up.
Dreams can be very interesting.
Alright, yes, dreams are very interesting.
Yeah.
Next time,
Water has memory.
next time I go in, I've been in the band for 25 years, Harry.
Yeah, and then Rebel goes, yeah, those dreams, but man, nothing like those dreams over at Goldcrest University right now. Man. Whew.
Yes, I was planning to look into that.
As he's just looking through his phone, man, you should see all these posts.
Oh? I would like to look over his shoulder. Stretch my neck.
He goes, yeah.
All I can see is
this
a
is
blue
wild,
plastic man.
Like they're all like talking about having the same dream here. And it's interesting.
Yes.
I was thinking of that thing from
About
Labyrinth.
the portals?
Yeah, the portals. How did you
Leviathan.
know about it?
Yeah.
Were you on here too?
I got an email
Water-shaped
from one
thing.
of the students.
He just starts typing and he goes, hey look, I found you. Hits friend request.
Damon, you'll have to acknowledge that later.
I'll think about it.
I have someone at the school that also types for me, so Sometimes I email things back and forth to myself.
Wait, is he friend requesting us on our face space?
He found us like.
He
He doesn't know about my book, does he?
He's like, man, have you seen this? Like, I've already set up a fan page for you guys and everything. Look how many likes you guys got.
I think my reputation's about to precede me.
Welcome to my world. I just got more famous. Even further, my notorious name grows.
I've been trying. I've become a hacker to not be friended on Facebook.
Damon's the one person that he can't find because he keeps scrubbing himself off.
Exactly.
And he's trying to look though. He's like, man, he goes, is that Damon? Is that with an O or a 0?
Yeah, no, he finds me, he's like, oh, hey, no, wait, I thought I found you.
P at symbol M0N.
Right?
Ding.
He thinks he finds my page, and literally as he goes to hit friends request, it disappears.
But he goes,
I thought okay, I keep looking.
He actually loves the next page, which is a selfie of Damon with him in the background searching him. And then it deletes.
yeah. He goes, man, we're going to have so much fun, Damon. You do not believe it. While they're out on mission, I'm going to be right there in the control center with you. We're going to do play-by-play.
It's just going to be a constant GIF.
Play by play.
Like there's going to be a GIF that pops up every time that just goes,
And he goes, man, I am famished. Hey, do you guys get, like, Grub Dash here?
We have some
called-
golden
it's
grams.
called you going and getting in the car and driving 6.5 hours that way to the restaurant.
Man,
there's
I
actually a
accidentally
Wings
ordered it from
restaurant
Riverside.
right around the corner.
I accidentally ordered it from Riverside. Could you go pick that up for us? I haven't changed my location yet.
There's a Metropolis City like over towards the West Coast.
In Metropolis the other day, I hear they got really good food over there. Can you go pick up some stuff?
I'm really craving shawarma.
Man, he's like, man, I am so excited about this. Like, I can't wait for Maestro to get here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why those headphones on? I hope they're sound
When
dampening.
Maestro gets here, you can go hang out with him while I do my searches.
Oh no. Having him sitting right outside the cell with a guy who's super intelligent and able to talk people into things. That seems good.
Oh, but, so he goes, oh, alright, well, I'm gonna go grab me some grub. Great plan, good talking. Looking forward to hanging out with you, Damon.
Looking forward to you improving our public relations.
He's like, man, he has his phone already on it, man.
Please don't post operational security things.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna have to ask some of the stuff we talk about and do in here you can't post.
Oh, don't worry, this is Photoshop's picture of you.
He photoshopped a picture of you with like a laughing picture.
You see, he shows a picture of him doing like peace sign, like with Damon in the background, disapproving him.
But it's a laughing emoji over his face.
Oh, but he leaves, he goes and gets him some food.
Okay, let's
Lock the door, change all the passwords, and deny that badge when he gets back.
He probably just makes a new badge that also works. I got the sense that he's similar to you. From when he said that he's similar to you.
In a dream.
Oh, in his dreams he's similar to you. Okay, never mind.
No, he got his badge because of who he knows, not because he's a hacker.
He was hired as a
Honestly, that's the best way to hack is
People?
talk to people.
Yeah, well, I got it because of my
talent.
yeah.
Straight up. Yo.
Yo.
Damon's like, I got the skills. That's what I got.
I got mat skills.
Are they multiplying? Because I'm losing control.
Oh.
I got mat skills.
Yeah, anyway,
Well, so
so
Damon's doing that. You guys are prepping for a mission.
Yeah.
And Maestro is in transit, and he'll actually be arriving shortly.
we
So-
should all leave before he gets here so that there's no one here to
I'm
put
not
him in.
leaving. He's not gonna be mad at me. He knows I didn't have anything to do with him being.
We should definitely be on mission whenever he shows up so that there's no one here to make sure he gets safely into the...
No, just you know what? If he's mad, I'll get the golden grands and put his in front of
Well,
him.
I'm not worried about him
TV.
being mad. I'm worried about us being on mission when he shows up and they're not...
I'm
doing
gonna
anything
build a
here.
neutralizer cell for him so that when he's not on mission that I approve of, he can just sit in there eating his golden grams, watching Saturday morning cartoons.
I thought you already have one. It's called a brig, isn't it?
Yeah. That's what happened.
That's what happens.
Like he's being safely moved into one. Like
Yeah.
I'm just
I'm gonna
saying.
try and make sure he doesn't escape.
Yes.
So are we going on the mission right now or are we going to wait until he gets here?
Well, we are excited to learn about this mission. So tune in to the next morning show. You can
too
find
long for the
out
radio
how
show.
that mission went, and also where's Maestro.
Yeah, if you want to know about the night moves, tune into the morning show.
Yeah.
The Quad City morning show, not the evening show.
Yeah, the evening show has a different reporter that doesn't
Quit
like
tuning
us.
into the truth.
The truth is fake.
It's fake news.
And
Hashtag fake truth.
that is MC Sizzle signing out.
Bye.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Quad City. If you did, be sure to head on over to our website at www.saturdaynightgamingllc.com and check out some of our other cool games. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.
Good morning, Quad City.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm
Welcome
here
back.
too.
What was that?
Mama Mooey.
Thank you for tuning in
Don't do that anymore.
to the most
I don't know what that was.
popular radio show in Quad City.
Thanks for having us back. It's been a little while.
Glad to have you once again. And I am your host, MC Sizzle.
I like to picture whenever you say sizzle, Hydro just makes some steam.
Combined with Luna.
Oh my. You mean
Well-
Solaris, but which
Both
time
are
of day?
true.
What time of day are y'all meeting at?
Depends.
Yes.
Well, that was quite an adventure in Riverside.
Yes.
I choose to not dictate it as an adventure so much as a mission.
I can either confirm to deny any of that happened.
Redacted.
Okay.
Redact.
My scrubbers are now currently making sure that they didn't.
Well, the aftermath of those events. The whole city is talking about it. Including our very own media personality, internet sensation, Leah Simone.
Thetruth.com.
Well, we'll get into her report shortly.
I'm just glad that she's being so nice and giving us a fair shake to report.
Haven't heard the report yet.
Well, you know the saying, all's fair in Quad City.
I haven't heard
All's
that.
fair in news and politics.
I haven't heard that in a long time. All's fair in Quad City.
Well, before we jump in and hear about how the enhancers, right?
The enhanced.
Enforcers.
Enforcers.
Yeah.
That's right.
The enhancers are the choices.
Well, the enhancers, you are.
Yeah, we are the enhanced.
You're the enhanced. You're the enforcers who are the enhanced who are hunting down the enhancers.
Pretty much.
It's not complicated.
It's in the end zone.
Yeah.
It's hard to engage. But now that we're all in sync, I think we can do this.
Oh my god.
We're either in sync or insane.
Oh.
One of the two.
Insane, yes.
We got there just in time.
Oh, he was the leader of the group.
Oh. I thought it was. Never mind.
Well, let's go ahead
We'll keep that in mind.
and introduce ourselves here before we hear more about the aftermath and your move to Stratfield.
Yeah.
That sounds very exciting.
Wait, you guys moved?
No, we didn't leave him a forwarding number.
Move, transfer, forced relocation, however you want to frame that one. Why don't you tell us more about it?
My name's Chuck. I'm playing Damon.
Yo.
Yo. And
That goes good.
we are moving to Fairfax. No, that's in Virginia.
Somewhere. We moved somewhere, y'all.
Yeah,
We
we moved
moved.
somewhere.
I don't know where we moved
Move.
either.
It's all Fairfax Avenue in Stratfield.
All I know is my eyes
Hey,
are
come
blurry and red from looking at computers all day.
Oh.
And so I'll
good,
leave
good.
move it over to that guy.
I'm Hydro. I'm still being played by Dan. And I've been at college for the last month or so. But I am glad to hear that we found a new base.
Do you have a degree now?
Not quite, but I am learning to read books.
He's about 98.6
Degrees.
Maybe 98.4.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Still hadn't gotten over 100.
Sounds like he's working on that BS degree.
Yeah.
In hydrophysics.
Yeah.
Hydroponics is more like it.
It's not a bad idea. I could take that home with me.
And I am Night Owl. They renegotiated my contract, so I am still being played by Tony Stevens.
Yes.
And not been switched over with George Clooney yet.
Give it to me.
Currently, myself and my ever faithful
That's me. I'm
robotic assistant,
forever.
Jojo. We've been working on developing new assets and technology for the SOAR agents that are in the field by working hand in hand with Grim Heart Industries and the local liaison for the SOAR agents, which his name is Dr. Edgar Dresden. We've been working hand in hand with him while also getting any tips on the escaped hooligans from my good man Damon Yo, who has been staying glued to the computer surveillance systems that we've been upgrading for him in the new facility. Now, of course, it took us about 3 months to move into the new facility, and we had to stay in a local gap for that amount of time. We had to fill in the gap. But since then, we have jumped the gap into a abandoned World War II military,
The lights are failing. What's happening?
an abandoned military weapons depot that was located in Stratfield. So that's where we're moving into now. We're actually getting the prisoner transferred from the Riverside complex to the Stratfield complex.
Is that our electricity going
I
out?
think they need to look at the wire.
I
Has the
think that's-
wiring been replaced since the World War II?
I think that Hydro is having a seizure, and the lights are reflecting that. I don't know.
It's possible.
It's all possible. But
Power grid here and
I've been checking in with Damon to make sure that we can keep track of Kara the Killer, O'Halloran, her sister Riley the Wraith, and their associate Finn Fast Track Sinclair.
Oh, I
And
know.
as soon as we find them, we will take them down with a vengeance.
My name is Jessica. I'm playing Elsa, and I am back. I was undercover
come back.
with the hooligans, and I've just been training and trying to shake it off, man.
It's a good song.
It's like Sailor Twist.
My character is Jojo Ma. He is a cool synthetic owl who was created by the greatest scientific mind of our time.
Agreed.
Do you look like this?
I kind of look like that. Am I ornate like that?
Let's say yes.
My
Several
metallic
moving
body
parts.
is etched with intricate designs.
You've actually been doing it to yourself.
Oh, I have.
You have this little laser
Tattoos.
engraving device that like comes out from your
Okay.
shoulder, and you've been like tattooing your metallic flesh.
It's like
Yeah,
a
makes
fine
sense.
line between body art and self-harm.
Yeah, I like it. I like harming myself. I recommend everyone try it.
John, oh my gosh.
Well, on that note,
Not everyone has a healing factor
Modifying.
like myself.
Modifying.
Not
all
everyone's skin
tattoos.
flows back together like mine.
Yeah.
it's just like tinkering myself.
The pain
We
is-
just
the
we
pain is
just
the
like
only thing that
inject
feels
ink
real.
into you, and you don't realize it's happening.
No, that's a different character.
It's the UV. Also, you start glowing. Look, guys, it's a party.
No, we just take Tide Pods and throw them at him.
And then I clean the place whether I want
He
to or
subs
not.
it everywhere.
That's how you clean the floor. The old World War II era compound.
Tide Pods and then fog form.
Yes.
Ooh.
Every now and again, you age into one.
Everybody else got out of the facility first, right?
And before we go any further, a word from our sponsor, Sarah Night Gaming.
Hey, I like those guys.
Yes,
And
sponsoring
girls.
this episode, which is now also powered by the apocalypse.
Hey. Powered by the end of the world.
At the end, just the change of times.
Well, after Riverside, we'll see how that goes.
I hope Pike enjoys his new position.
He seems like the kind of guy that'll take no nonsense until they get it cleaned up.
No, he probably lit some incense.
Sense.
Ah, yes.
Oh boy. I'm just glad he wasn't incensed whenever we left.
He couldn't prove that I opened that document.
No, I left him in charge.
He was so insensitive.
Welcome to this fantastic episode.
Oh,
I blame Hydro. So, anyways.
as long as I'm entertained.
So, your compound, again,
It's in a warehouse.
warehouse, yes.
Yeah, this military depot hasn't been used since World War II.
Yeah,
Uh,
decommissioned.
It's been decommissioned. We've currently re-engaged the systems.
Yes. Just shook off the dust, powered it back up,
This place is even
needed a little
overnight.
TLC.
Reinforce the walls because our security systems are working at optimum.
Yes, absolutely.
And I've installed medical bays, workstation for me to do inventing at, a new communications tower, defense system, the brig because we are expecting Maestro to be transferred over to us. We've got a new supercomputer and surveillance system installed for my good friend Damon, and of course our training ground where our local spy has been working out her frustration from being stationed with the hooligans for so long.
Yes. And speaking of which, the other members, from my understanding, you still have the one you call Force. She is still enjoying her job as a teacher.
Yes.
And you also have Luna, who's also been training extremely hard through these training programs that Damon's been specially designed for her.
He's actually been using the supercomputer to analyze possible threats and develop scenarios so that they can encounter what could happen.
Ah, yes. And then, of course, we have Orion. From my understanding, he has left.
Oh, he's retired. Yes, he said he wanted to work as a barista at a local coffee place.
Yes, that is true. He did say that on the show. Yeah, that's what he was doing for his normal job, I assume, and vigilantism on the side.
Yeah, Average Joe, cup of Average Joe, I think is what the place was called.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, it seems that he's been enjoying that, the change of pace from his near-death experiences that he has described.
Yeah, because of the limp, change of pace. I see what you did there. Oh.
And then we have, finally, Maestro.
Yeah, he's in transit.
Is he still Maestro, or is he Newton?
No, he is currently still listening to symphonies as the maestro, so we have him in transit under heavy security protocols.
Yes, he was quite a dangerous fellow.
Yes.
Do you have his
Effective.
hands secured?
Oh, we have titanium gauntlets, mitts that have been put onto him. Those are his mitts.
Each of his
Magnetic together.
fingers.
Yeah,
Titanium finger cuffs.
woven in. It's like a Chinese finger trap,
Okay.
but for his hands, they're mitts, and
I was gonna
we've
say,
actually
if
still
he can
got-
move a finger, he can.
He can twitch.
Yep.
He's actually just like, it's just a chair that they wheeled around in, and he's just sitting there like this.
Okay.
Just fingers interwoven, titanium gloves that keep his hands completely still. We call them the mitts. I developed those for him.
He's got the bits.
And with this new facility, did you upgrade any of your rides?
No, currently we still have just the one really messy car, and there's of course the nice bike that I gave to Damon, but he's become agoraphobic.
Something.
Something about a shower of blood and bone.
Oh, wait. How are you going to feel about staying in the headquarters while Maestro's staying in the headquarters?
I don't mind. Well, I don't mind him as a person. I mind what he does to people when I'm around the people.
I just don't like the mosh pit.
You were pretty scarred from your first experience with it.
The mash
The
pit?
mash pit.
It took you a couple of days to recover from that trauma.
It was
Or
a
have you
smashing
recovered?
time. Yeah.
It was not.
Smash it.
It was not a fun. It was not a fun shower. Thanks.
Yeah. In character, he's still got PTSD.
Those bodies really hit the floor.
About the in character.
The bodies sit everywhere, not just the floor. The sidewalks, the
Each other,
buildings, each other, me.
street light,
Tell me
the
about it. I was
sewage
the one that
grate.
cleaned it all up.
Ooh.
That guy. Oh man, the one that hit the sewage grate?
Oh.
You don't even want to know.
Oh. And this is part of the cleanup that I understand that Commander Pike is handling.
Oh yes. Yes.
No,
It's
I
a little.
cleaned that part up earlier.
No, you just flushed it into the sewage system.
Yeah. That's where bio waste goes. Right?
Tell me,
Oh no.
do you ever feel dirty after doing cleanup like that?
No, I separate my water from the dirty water.
Does the dirty water become an alternate character that's evil?
No.
Dude, that'd be cool.
Dude.
I just slough it off.
If his name is Muck
Come on.
Oh.
or
Monk.
Mud, hear me out now.
That's a good callback.
Hear me out now.
We may hear about that in the future.
I need y'all to stop revealing my alternate characters before I start playing them.
I haven't even given you that secret yet.
I haven't given you that character sheet yet.
Stay right there. It's mud.
Well, from what I understand, after you moved to, or nearly completed your move to Stratfield, you got a hot tip about an possible informant on the hooligans. So let's dive into that. Because
Literally. I'm going to put on my wing pack and dive.
Okay, let me set the scene for you. It was a hot night in Stratfield.
yes, actually, it was hot and humid.
That's why I was outside.
Night Owl is dive bombing with his wing pack and this water balloon, and then he throws the water balloon, and it's hydro.
Yeah.
We were getting in the van to come here earlier at my house, and Allie goes, they open the doors, and Oscar goes, wow, it's kind of hot in this van. And Allie goes, welcome to summer. She hasn't even been here a year yet. And I go, oh, honey, it's not summer yet.
It's not until the end of June.
No,
The
it
end
is
of June
not.
is when summer begins.
And that is what it's like in Quad City right now. It's not even, this is pre-summer summer.
Yeah, this is still enjoyable.
I'm just thinking about
It's
it.
nice
oh,
and
honey,
humid.
it's not
I keep
summer
healing
yet.
just by being outside.
You don't walk outside and immediately take your salad form?
You can't quite cook eggs on the pavement yet.
Not
It's
quite.
just, there's
I
just a thickness in the air.
I
You
just
can't
start
bake
chuckling.
cookies on the
She's,
dashboard.
"What?" I'm like, it's oh, honey, it's not summer yet.
Yeah.
I walk past the fire extinguishers and
But yeah, so it's a hot, humid night in Quad City in Stratfield as there's a chase going on. The hooligan is on a motorcycle just zipping through town to get away from you. And why? We'll find out in just a minute once you tell us exactly what's going on.
Alright, so first things
Hey, Sniper.
first. Go ahead and pull out your
My sheets.
sheet.
This one has nothing.
You're
on
going
it.
to need to make, well, no, you should have transferred it all over.
No, I got it over here. I have 2 sheets now.
Okay, well, Jessica will work with you on it as you go. Because she's sitting next
This
to
one
you.
has a picture of a little owl, and this one has the words.
That's true, but you can roll your shapeshift
Yeah.
capability. So that'll be what he's going to do. Is he's going to be shapeshifting into the wing pack mode and finding out what his
Yeah. I have more than meets the eye.
triangle die.
Transmorphers?
What am I trying to think of? Stock?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, you got the blue die this time?
That's what I have in my hand.
And then
His hold.
his hold, yeah. We got to find out how much hold you have.
I got a hold on you. It is a little chilly in there.
It's cold.
Don't buy into her propaganda.
I didn't say anything. I'm just sitting here coloring my own.
I'm own business. Sound like my dad now. What a country. High speed, low drag, Teflon coated. What a country. Let's
Am I
get going.
Teflon coated?
Yes.
Alright, roll.
So add that to your intelligence.
So my intelligence is like 2.
Plus 2, so that's 7, 8, 9. So that should give you 2 hold if I remember correctly.
Correct.
Went to that.
2 hold.
So that's your 2 hold.
So you're in flight mode.
Have you ever asked how to get Teflon to stick to his skillet where nothing sticks to Teflon?
That's a good question. It's like adamantium. You gotta get it at the right temperature, and then after it solidifies, that's it.
So you shifted into jetpack for flight mode, right? That was the attempt.
It's like a luxury car.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go ahead and do focus fire. So when you mark a target for concentrated attacks, I roll plus intelligence. At a 10 plus, I add a +1 ongoing to attacks made against the designated target. 7 to 9, my allies and I receive a +1 forward on the next move. The ongoing bonus remains in effect as long as the attacks are focused on the selected target. If enemy or my allies target a different opponent, the bonus is forfeited. So, focus fire, I think, would apply to all of us, as long as we stay focused on this hooligan that we're chasing through the city. That's what I want to roll for.
Okay.
Okay.
So I got a 9 as well. So that would be a +1 forward on the next move taken against the target.
There you go. So go ahead and just put that marker on.
Here.
I'll put forward. That way we know it's gone, it's used.
So you're not. So am I still in the compound? What are we?
No, we're chasing the hooligan that's in the streets that we got the tip on.
How far in the air are you from him? Are you close, far, distant?
So if I would think about it this way, if there was a 2-story apartment building, because Stratfield's a pretty low lying, it doesn't have a lot of high rises or anything. 2-story apartment building, I'm probably just above rooftop level. So still to where I can see.
Okay.
But I guess that would be called like
Close.
close?
Probably close, yeah. Well.
Maybe like mid-range. Like it's not long range for sure, but
Yeah, hold on a second.
So I'm with you.
I would think that you'd be in the
You're probably driving.
Lincoln.
Oh yeah, my gross car.
And tailing him, so you can make
The
a roll
cruise
for handling, like driving.
Do I need to roll for driving?
You could, and it would give you experience.
Do I need to? I mean, I understand that you're saying that I would get experience, but like.
If you're
I
driving.
mean, it's a high-speed
If
chase.
you're trying to catch up.
If you're trying to catch up to him, then yes. Alright, distance-wise, okay, here we go. Close, distant, close enough for you to shout to be heard by the other person. Far, a distance where you can discern some details, but not close enough to distinguish eye color.
Rooftop,
Ray
and a
Probably
2-story
far.
rooftop would probably be. I can discern the details, but not the eye color, or if he has like a Well, I have a really cool helmet, but I'll go and say I'm not. If I'm just being a normal person, I wouldn't be able to do that.
Yeah, right.
Is anyone with me or am I by myself in my car?
I'm
So it's
probably
1, 2.
with you.
It's 2, that's basically 2 ranges away from him, just so you know. That's
Okay.
what these markers are for.
Got it.
So that, just so you know.
So that's where
Distance.
JoJo and I are at.
Yeah,
But-
correct.
So I guess Hydra's with me in
Yeah.
my car.
In the Lincoln?
So I'm gonna roll for driving abilities.
Are you, Damon, are you?
I'm on computers.
At the base.
Working the computer to make sure the traffic lights work in our favor.
You are.
And what am I what
And
does
don't
that roll
forget-
off of?
You can roll.
Damon said
What does driving roll off of?
also
that would be-
driving chickens. Don't start driving that hot
Roll
rod
both of
Lincoln.
these?
Is it
Do you have your
Dex?
vehicle sheet? You're gonna need that.
It
It's
should be in
underneath
Luna's folder.
No, she's got hers.
It's back to hers. Okay.
Okay. Oh.
Chuck, pull that out real quick.
I have my
And Dan can help you read too, but the supercomputer, the surveillance system, if you use the surveillance system, that could give us like, either the supercomputer could do an analysis of the situation and try to predict, and then give us a +1, if it doesn't fall under our surveillance abilities. So it's these right here.
Yeah, he gets a, when he reads a situation or a person using a supercomputer, he gets +1 forward. During a session, you may use this feature a total number of times equal to the number of marks. Yep.
So he could
So we
try
would get
to
a 1.
He would get a +1.
He would, yes, for using the supercomputer. if he's trying to read a situation and read a person.
Which, if he's trying to figure out where they're headed,
Mm-hmm.
which he could then use to give us tactics.
Correct. Give you information.
Yeah.
He can predict what the direction he's heading and what turn he's in.
And if I get to the point where I'm trying to lay out a plan, I could probably use that as a.
you can use the information, yeah.
So
you can only
just
use it once per
something
session.
that could superpower you,
It's
basically.
per session. Okay.
Yeah. As far as the vehicle goes, real quick, let's go ahead and get that so we can figure out where the vehicles are at.
Yeah, the
And then we'll move
vehicle
back over
should
to you,
say.
Alright, so you're trying to overtake another vehicle. So that would be roll plus vehicles handling.
I have a 0.
So we just roll.
10.
Nice.
Nice. Alright, on 10 plus you overtake him and draw alongside. So, you have successfully kept up with
Can I do something
the motorcycle. And
now that I'm next to him?
now you're
Shoot
next
him?
to him.
Am I trying to shoot him?
Non-lethally.
Shoot him ahead.
You
Can I
can.
shoot him non-lethal?
That's actually a good question. Are you on the left or on the right?
This is the informant that we're trying to catch.
Is this the US or the UK? Well, she is on the left side of the vehicle because this is the US.
Right.
No, I mean, she is the Lincoln on the left side of the hooligan, or is she on the right side of the hooligan?
That's up to her. She's driving.
No, okay.
Well, just
The left.
For a heads up, I'm planning to try to jump
That
from
would-
my vehicle.
And
from
that's
your
why you're in the
vehicle
passenger.
to theirs.
so that
The
would
left.
that would put the passenger next to the bike.
Got it. Well, Hydra, you're up.
So while we're pulling up next to him, I'm trying to shapeshift into my water form.
Okay. Right. Actually overtaking the vehicle.
What
Wow.
form-
I think I
What
did.
form were you in?
His blue form.
My normal form.
His normal humanoid form.
It's a gelatinous blue.
Oh, it's
kind
like
of.
Jello.
So
It looks like he can be flexed, but when it's in water form, he's actually like.
Does he make those sounds?
If you're really close, you can hear it.
So
Oh, I
with
like it.
that, it grants me reach out to close range and
And
the
fall
ability to
asleep next to
move
him if he's
an
making
extra
those sounds.
location when changing locations, and I get +1 armor
Nice.
just from my fluidity.
So now that you're in your water form, what is your plan?
I'm going to try and jump into their vehicle. Is the window open on their vehicle?
It's a motorcycle.
It's a motorcycle.
So yes.
The windows
answer is
are always
yes.
open.
Yes.
So I'm going to jump to their vehicle and try to, well, actually I don't even have to jump. I can
You just move.
reach out with my grasp and basically just pull them in.
If that's how you want to do this.
You could do a backdraft or like just push him over.
Now, you're going down the street, by the way.
Yeah.
And as you're going down the street, thanks to Damon over here, he's helping
The
you.
traffic lights seem to be working for us.
They seem to be working in your favor to where you're not running a red light.
Yeah.
Weird, they haven't run red light in like the past 2 miles.
Actually,
No red lights.
But there's still busyness. This is nighttime. There's all kinds of traffic because of party goers, and you saw a couple of drunk drivers.
I've actually sent in a.
with my hydrosphere, can I, on the top right, can I stop the bike with the person? Using the last option.
First thing occupant inside the sphere. Your occupant could be the bike. You could target a bike.
So I could target the bike and the person is on it, so the bike doesn't move. They don't.
The bike and the person are considered one at this point.
Okay.
So yes, you could. There'd be one target.
Would that be a roll on
It's a
that?
moment.
I didn't see a step to roll. Or do I just use
Yeah.
it?
Plus, if it's roll plus durability.
Durability? Okay.
Yeah, and it determines your hold.
Okay.
Yeah.
Could you chase the person and help them ride the bike like Venom does and
That's a
Wonder Me?
13.
Gosh. Well, you get hold 3.
Okay.
Let me get you your.
Dan, can you like use your water form to like encompass the person and help them steer the bike
That's
like Venom
essentially
does?
what I'm doing. Is I basically just stuck them in the hydro sphere, and then I'm
Yeah.
picking up the whole bike.
It's just a gerbil ball.
Yeah.
I have
Well-
picked up the whole bike, and I can move it wherever we need it to go.
They're not gonna drown though, right?
As
No.
You can choose
It's the
that.
same thing that I put Ruthie in.
And I called out an ATB to the police and let them know to start basically trying to do traffic control, secure the civilians, protect them from the predicted collateral damage. But if we don't do collateral damage, that'll be great.
great. It's a step up from Riverside.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
This
now
town already
I
looks
do
bad
have
enough.
to spend hold to move them.
correct. One moment on that. Just give you kind of the visual and the scene there as you're driving down there. He looks very panicked.
Uh-huh.
By the way, as he's looking and looking, and he's just like frustrated. He's looking at the lights. None of the lights are turning red. Because he's looking around, he's trying to find an escape route. And as he kind of swerves and then he turns, like you guys turn with him, like you're keeping up pace with him.
Yeah.
He's getting very worried and frustrated. And then he looks over and he sees you, Hydro, just like shift into this waterfall.
Yeah.
And he's like, just, what is, he's like, what's going on? Like you can see the expression on his face is just confused. Then he looks up and of course he sees Night Owl just kind of keeping pace, hovering above.
And as he sees them, all of a sudden,
So you spin a hold to encase him in the sphere.
I spent a hold to use the sphere, and then I spent a hold
water
from the sphere to encase him in it
Is he gonna drown?
Yes.
to restrain him.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
You said
it's
no.
a giant
He
water
has to
ball.
choose to kill them. He is not killing them.
He's inside a giant water.
It's a hamster.
It's
Basically,
like putting
It's a
him in
bubble,
ball-
but it's
a bubble
water.
of water.
Yeah, you just like
Yeah.
go through water. It's water.
He controls the
so
density of the
as
water.
you do that,
It's ice now.
it comes to a complete stop.
Suspend
As
disbelief
you guys-
as he is suspended in this water ball.
Continue to go forward, and then hit the brakes, turn around, and roll back up.
So,
And he's just sitting there. He's hitting the bubble.
suspect captured.
Of course, as soon as he's got him, I'm going to go ahead and just dive down and land. Just like,
Do we want to move him out of the street so that we can question him somewhere where there are less eyes?
no need. I think he'll answer quickly. But,
You hear sirens in the distance.
Yeah, let's get him out of there, dudes.
oh, you want him to answer quickly? You want
No, I was just
You made him
to
asking.
take him away from civilians?
Yeah.
I was just
Oh,
asking if we
okay.
could get him out of
I'm going to grab him out of the
Middle
water
of the
bowl,
street.
and I'm going to launch into the sky with him.
Hydro.
Can you release
I'm
him?
not actually holding him, I'm holding the bike.
Well, no, yeah, he's encased in it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. What I'm saying is like the sphere. Like, are you allowing the sphere? Are you dropping the sphere?
Yeah, if he's gonna get him,
Yeah.
then I'll drop the sphere.
Alright, so I'm just going to launch into the sky with him. So, does he need to roll? We need to roll flight? Is that how that works?
Yeah. Right, because you're using flying, right?
And whenever I'm using flying, I need to roll the flight plus intelligence.
When you're steering, yeah.
So I'm steering.
Right, but
So-
he needs to go and roll it first.
So are you taking him back to the headquarters?
Yeah.
No.
Just going straight up.
I was just deciding whether I needed to hop on the motorcycle.
If you look up, there's a moon, and you're going to see an owl sigil in the moon.
Go ahead and roll and then break out the flying sheet there.
You can use this.
Jojo.
But where are the blue ones?
She took them over here. You want to use the blue ones?
No.
See how well.
That's not good.
Plus intelligence.
That's 5.
2. Yeah. Oh, we're falling out of the sky. This could be a part of your thing.
Yeah, you gotta spin a hold, by the
So
way.
you use a hold.
He used a hold, and
Are we falling out of the sky?
well, that doesn't quite go as planned as you grab him.
Weighs too
and
much.
you
He wiggled.
jet up, but something malfunctions on JoJo and it goes to the side, and then you guys end up going into the building.
Alright, so we crashed through a building, but I'm still got a hold of him, right?
Roll to maintain control.
Can I try to interrupt
What is this guy doing to us?
No, he just dropped. He's gonna
I
die.
got a 5 as well.
that? Can I try to interrupt that with the...
Hang on. This does a reroll, right?
It does, yeah.
Yeah. This is
Hold
ridiculous.
on 1 second, Hydra. Actually, it didn't. You didn't reroll. It bumped you up.
Oh,
So my bad. You didn't need to reroll. It bumped.
Because that would have been a lot better.
So instead of horribly failing, you actually got a 7. Which was the flying, by the way? Where's the flying sheet at?
That's underneath these other sheets.
All right, go ahead and pull it out.
Alright.
And tell us what's a 7 through 9 on flying.
7 is on a 7 through 9, choose 2. You reach your destination quickly and safely. You maintain focus, remove the -1 ongoing penalty. You carry a large object or creature without penalty.
Okay.
You manage to stay airborne as long as you want.
So you get 2 of those. One is, I'm assuming you're going to carry the creature
Carry
on
the
here.
creature or man.
So you got 1 more.
What was,
You
we
can
don't need to maintain. What was the other ones?
We get to where we want to go.
You can get to where you go quickly and safely, or you can maintain indefinitely.
Let's
So.
get to where we want to go, which was up.
Yes.
So we crash into the building, but then you see us come back out another window.
It's
Still
all-
carrying the person and going straight up into the sky. So like as soon as I take him out of the bubble, like he tries to like kick and tackle against me.
Yes.
So we like jet into the building, but then we fly right back out and start going straight into the sky.
Good thing it's a rundown building.
Yes. Yeah, everything's kind of decrepit and falling.
Hydra over here is like, oh, we were doing so good.
Yeah, right up to that point.
Oh.
While I have him in the sky, though, I
Yes.
want to roll to. what
He's
is
freaking out, by the way.
it? Good.
He's starting to breathe like really heavily, like almost he's having like an asthma attack.
I think it
I
is.
am currently picking the motorcycle up.
Technically, this would be considered attack someone. I guess. Because what I'm going to do is as soon as I get high enough, I'm going to drop him.
Just like that.
Well,
I thought we wanted him to talk.
he will once I catch him.
What?
I'm going to put the fear of.
What if you don't catch him?
So,
Then our only lead is gone.
Okay, fine.
straight up.
What is it called if I just want to engage with him? Like, is there.
While he's flying through the air with you?
Confront, persuade. So I'm going to try persuade, I guess, since I'm not really trying to hurt him.
Right.
I'll do persuade,
What's that?
and then if he doesn't agree, we'll deal with difficult terrain.
What was that
Yeah.
thing that John... Oh, the spark between us.
Here we go.
See if you have a spark between us. Is it good or bad?
Jeez, again? That was the same roll, wasn't it?
Is it good or bad?
Clearly bad.
Well, it's a good thing that he didn't drop him.
That total was what?
That was to persuade him to talk to us. The total is 5.
No, I changed dice, dude.
But at that, I have
Use
gained
this-
experience.
Tony, use this roller thing next to you.
Okay.
It's good luck.
And yeah, it doesn't work very well because he starts having a full-on
Panic attack.
a panic attack, and he just shuts, like his body's starting to shut down.
Okay. I feel in my mind that he is not scared enough.
Wow. Quit being a weenie.
Man up! And I'm just gonna like drop him.
As he's about to hit the ground, if he
Well, I'm gonna
doesn't
try to.
catch it,
I'm gonna try to
I
catch
have
him.
an interrupt.
I got you. You're like,
I appreciate that. It's a
All
water
right.
mattress, right?
Hopefully.
Kinda.
All right.
All right, so this would be based upon
He's
fly
falling.
to be able to catch him, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And since you're already in air, he doesn't need to spin a hold
Bounce it off the
for a
back.
shapeshift because you're already in the air.
So that's 9 to be able to catch him.
Yes, so that's what try, and that's flight. Yeah, so not actually using flight.
Well, it would be like try something.
Try some challenging, yeah.
I can do it, but what does it cost me? And
Yeah.
decide if I want to go through with it.
Yes, you rocket towards him, and you can catch him. You already lined up your trajectory with your helmet.
Mm-hmm.
However, as soon as you catch him, you're going to have to ground.
That's fair. So he's like screaming. He's just like, and I'm like, catch him and then land down with him, holding him against the ground, saying, "Tell me where they are."
He didn't say you were going to land.
Yeah, I had to. Yeah.
He
I had
said
to
you were
ground.
going to hit the ground.
No, he said I had to ground. You
Oh.
have to release flight mode.
Yeah, he can't stay
Okay.
flight mode.
I heard hit the ground and I was like,
Listen.
I'm going to catch.
Listen to the specificity. Yeah. Tell me where they are, Wilhelm.
Now you can go ahead and make another attempt.
Ah, this is persuading again.
Yeah, yes. As he's catching his breath.
7. So that would be,
Now,
if they don't go along with me or refuse, they can choose to ask for evidence, time, a compromise, or some concrete assurance. So maybe he wants protection for himself or something. I don't know. But
He goes, okay, I'll tell you everything. Just don't take me back in the air.
It worked.
that's fair. I'll also take you to the brig. You'll be safe there and fed 3 squares a day.
Is that an airplane?
No.
not yet.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Should we develop a flying brig?
That sounds cool.
That sounds like a good idea. Good idea, hooligan.
Do I get credit for it?
No.
No, we don't.
My name goes on the patent. You don't know how to make that.
You just get to be the first.
Prisoners don't get patents.
Yeah. You don't have the right. Tell me where Killer is.
And he goes, okay. Tell you all I know. She's planning something big. She's been planning it for months now. She's been working every angle here in Stratfield. She's been keeping a low profile. I don't know exactly where she is. But what I do know is that she has planted Riley. Her aim is to convince the local gangs to work with her. And she's going to use Riley to accomplish that.
When I hear the name Riley, it's kind of like having a really bad ex-girlfriend. Like, she's still in my head. Like that residue, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Just narrating my own personal discomfort as Night Owl.
He says, that's all I know. That's all I know.
Really should have used that one forward on you before I used my other stuff. Well, at least he's not a pancake. Then yeah, I'm
He
gonna
tells
secure
you.
him.
He says, you find the other gangs, you'll find her.
All right, I'm gonna cuff him. Then we'll put him in the back of the Lincoln.
Well, at this point, the sirens come closer and you hear them pull up. The local PD.
I hand the local police officer his motorcycle.
I have also arrested his motorcycle.
I don't want the tickets for whatever he's been doing, running red lights on that license plate.
So, 2 officers walk out of the vehicle there. And you recognize them, actually, Night Owl.
I think
Or-
I do.
rather recognize what precinct they're out of.
Oh,
They're from the 3rd precinct,
wait.
which is in Brownstone Heights. So they're a little out of the area here.
Yes, they were sent over this direction probably. To help out.
But you see them, and it's Officer Grayson and Officer Walker as they approach you.
yes.
I'm not getting.
Hang on. Look at my notes on how I feel about these people.
So
Walker. I've worked with Walker quite a few times. She's reliable. Don't worry about that. Grayson's new, but he seems all right.
So Walker comes over and grabs the motorcycle as Grayson approaches you, Night Owl.
Hey, what's up, rookie?
Well, just another night, Quad City.
Yes, my territory, my time. We've handled the problem, though. This hooligan's off the streets. Whatever enhance he's carrying is off the streets as well.
Well, normally we won't come out this far, but we heard the call for backup. The other precinct's busy with gang interactions. It seems that the Crimson Kings and the Cobalt Killers are at it again.
They're still prominent in this area.
They're growing more every day, requiring more and more officers for us to assign over here.
Yeah, I heard the death toll had increased at some point when they were at their height in their gang war, but I figured that at some point SOAR would have gotten that under control.
Well, it seems that SOAR has shifted its focus to Riverside in the past few months due to the events there. And then also here, it seems like that this uprising past couple months, the activity has increased drastically. We've been seeing more and more activity from both sides and also more members on the streets. I'm not sure what it is that's causing this, but maybe there's a connection.
We'll hunt it down. We'll figure it out. We'll get Stratfield under control. Do you have any tips or leads on where I can hunt down these Crimson Kings?
Well, this isn't my turf, but from what I can tell you, I know the Crimson Kings operate on the east end, over there at the East Gate. And then the Cobalt Killers operate in Westview.
Gotcha. Well, I've got an eye in the sky that might be able to tell me more about it when I get back home.
He says, well, it's always a pleasure, as he reaches out to shake your hand.
And my big metallic talon gauntlet hand just like kind of like engulfs his. I don't squeeze it hard or anything.
Yeah.
It's just like rather cumbersome looking. And he's like, wow.
And then as he shakes, and he's like, it's a firm grip.
Yeah, it says tink tink. Every time I shake, it says tink tink.
As he looks you, directly in the eyes, and he says, we'll meet again, I'm sure of it.
Yes. I take a photograph of his face and then catalog it into my, because it's like a super dark visor and everything that he's looking at, but I catalog it into the supercomputer back at the headquarters. Let's keep track of this rookie, Damon.
Meanwhile, you hear Officer Walker.
Gotcha.
As he yells, he says, Grayson, are you done? They've already wrapped this up for us. What are we even doing here now?
Crimson Kings are which part of town?
Eastgate,
On the East Gate.
east side and near Eastgate.
East side.
Right?
And the Cobalt Killers.
West side.
Yep, Westview.
Wait, is that Cobalt with a K?
Nope,
Or a
C.
C.
Okay, because it would have been more alliterative.
Yeah.
Right.
Killers with a K and a Z.
And you said west.
Westview.
Westview, yeah. West side, Westview. The West Stratfield and Westview.
Okay.
And so, Officer Grayson, he takes his leave. Do you guys Are you handing the prisoner, or are you handing the prisoner over to him for processing, or what are you doing?
I'll leave him with you. Can I scan him real quick and make sure he's not enhanced?
Yeah. Actually, you would have already done those scans prior to during the chase.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's not enhanced.
Then I'm gonna hand
He's
him
just
over.
regular hooligan.
They can have him. Lock him up. Keep him in brownstone.
So
If I need him again, they can question him for me.
he walks over, he grabs him, the detained prisoner, and then him and Walker go back to the vehicle. Now you notice after you shook hands with him that you look down at your hand and you notice that there seems to be a chip that was just placed in the palm of your hand.
What kind of chip is that?
What kind of chip is it?
It's an emotion chip. Put it in me.
It's salt and vinegar.
Is it like a thumb drive or?
Mhm.
Okay.
Dorito.
Insert it now.
Insert in JoJo. JoJo says insert now.
Maybe let's take it back to the supercomputer and make sure that it doesn't have a virus.
I can do that. I'll scan it.
Come scan it through the supercomputer.
Can I scan it in a sandbox?
Sandbox, yeah.
environment?
You can, yeah. He
Yeah.
can.
Okay.
So we'll
So I'll
scan
just
it in a
I'll just
sandbox.
do like this and then plug it into the backpack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Can I just take it in my beak? Have a little.
Oh wait, yeah, because we switched. We lost flight mode
I
whenever we
have a
landed.
mouth, you know.
So you got when he's my flight pack, he doesn't. But when we landed, he probably switched back into owl form.
Yeah.
So yeah, just put it in your beak.
Yeah. Okay.
And then the lights.
I'm
start
gonna
flickering.
open up the sandbox environment and look at it.
Yes. All right, and while you do that,
I like it 3.
So that would be a 10.
Yeah, that would be 10. That's good.
Yes.
yes,
Does it have a virus?
you
Does it have
successfully
a
scan
virus?
it. And you get to ask 3 questions, and one of them is no, there's no virus.
There's no virus.
No virus detected on this drive.
What is on the drive then?
An encrypted message.
I was gonna say.
Oh, it's an
no.
encrypted message.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have the cipher key? Or
I do.
do we need a cipher key? I guess.
It's encrypted.
It is
So,
encrypted,
yeah.
so we need a cipher key.
It's encrypted form.
We don't know yet. We have to decrypt. So we got.
Is there any kind of like a watermark or something that could signify or the type of code that it is?
It's one
Could you
zeros.
tell who wrote this key?
No.
You can't do this. Okay. So that's our questions.
No. So what right now?
So the third question is what?
Yeah, be careful.
Oh, while it's in him, if he's hooked to the supercomputer, can he start hacking the thumb drive without needing to?
You can upload it to the server, yeah.
Yeah. It's safe.
If it's got a virus, let's do that.
Well, it might have a virus if you decrypt it. I can't tell. It's encrypted.
We'll have to trust Damon.
It's
He
safe
is a
as it is
super-
right now, so you can
Right.
send that information.
Let's send that message on to Damon then. Just drop it to him in like a little GIF file.
All
It
right,
doesn't-
I'm working on it.
Worm it over to
Yes.
You pronounced it correctly though, so
I did,
yeah.
because it's graphics.
like a Trojan chip. Just worm it over.
I learned that while I was eating some of my GIF.
I don't care what the creator says. It's give.
He says it all the time just to make fun of people.
I think so. I think
Because he said both.
Yes.
Peanut butter?
Peanut butter time.
All right. So you all hand back to HQ, or
Yes.
and you're uploading this to the server while on your way
Yeah,
back to
how
HQ.
big is it?
It's not very large. It's
10,000 papers in a sheet.
10,000 page PDF.
So I would just climb into
It's like 30 megabytes.
I don't know. I'm climbing into the Lincoln though, and he's gonna sit next to me. I'm gonna put a safety belt on him and
I've,
tell him to try and be a little
I've
bit more
dropped back
safe.
out of hydrofoil.
Safety first.
And you'd be in the front passenger seat.
teamwork.
She's driving.
I'm driving.
So yeah, Take us back to the headquarters. The new headquarters, not the gap we were staying in for the 3 months it took to build it.
That is 10. Right?
That's 8 plus 2.
Plus 3,
Plus
actually.
3 is 11.
Yeah, 11.
What do you roll for?
To,
Unencrypt.
unencrypted.
Decrypted? Yes. Well, you successfully decrypted. It's an audio file. A small audio file.
Use the force to
Help me, Nida.
Turn off your
You're
targeting.
my only hope.
Yes, you decrypted as a small audio file, maybe less than a minute long. You know,
It was not a very big file.
no, it was not.
Help us, Nida. You're our only hope.
Alan Turing on this.
So, do you want to listen to it right away, or do you want to wait?
Yeah, I'd like to listen to it.
Okay. So it's the officer.
Walker.
No, not Walker.
Grayson.
Grayson. Yeah, it's Officer Grayson. You hear him as he says, "Enforcers, I'm reaching out to you because I discovered potential corruption in our precinct. I can't go to anyone. I don't know who to trust with this information. I've seen you in action. I don't believe that you're connected to the precinct. And from what I've seen of your actions, I think you can help me. I need to find more evidence safely. I fear that if I'm discovered, I will end up like these other cases."
Oh no.
The cold cases.
Because they're dead.
That's what we should have named the... I've got an edit to make later.
He says, I came upon multiple cases that have gone unsolved, that were also solved, but when you look into the evidence doesn't match. There's no reason why these cases should be closed. And I don't know how far this goes.
This is the closed case. I can make that edit right now.
Look, he says, "I need your assistance, however you can."
Is this the message?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, we're not having a conversation.
No, I
Yeah.
listened to it. You guys aren't even here
That'd be an
yet.
amazing, encrypted message.
And he says, "You know where to find me. I look forward to hearing from you soon."
The doctor could write a message like that.
That was.
You know, it's the end of the audio file.
That was roughly 1 minute and 45 seconds if you cut out us interrupted.
Okay.
Those preview numbers don't matter anyways. They're always wrong.
Where the previews are made up.
This download would take 20 minutes. It took 2 seconds. What's wrong with you?
Yeah. That's just because I opened up Paint while it was loading.
Anyhow, so that was the message that was on the encrypted thumb drive.
Okay. Nice. Alright, so we can put that down as,
Notes.
in your notes, put down Precinct 3, Brownstone Heights, police corruption. So that'll be one of our missions that we can choose. Be a bit of a travel, but it's
Yeah, it's one district over.
worth looking into. Even if we have to send one of our operatives to do that sometime. I can tell by her sassy smirk that she's totally down.
Oh, that's who we should make.
Well, we don't know about that message yet.
We don't,
That's
but
right. The Assassinator.
have it in note.
It should be a character.
The Sassinator?
Sasquatch is more like it. Sassy Sasquatch.
Why is the Sasquatch on a superhero team?
Sasquatch?
Yeah.
It is.
He is.
Oh.
He's on
Alpha
Alpha
Flight.
Flight.
Yeah.
Oh, Alpha Flight.
Yeah.
One of my favorite teams.
I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Quad City. If you did, be sure to head on over to our website at www.saturdaynightgamingllc.com and check out some of our other cool games. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. I hope you have a fantastic week, and until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming signing off.